Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here from GuitarJams.com. Thanks for hanging out with me here for a few minutes. This is for the absolute beginners out there. I know rhythm playing can be quite a challenge in the beginning. And there's a few reasons why. One is it's a brand new thing. And also, you've got stuff with two different hands that are doing different things. So, like, for instance, most people, their left hand is going to be you're trying to memorize all these shapes. Oh, it's daunting, right? And then your right hand is trying to do a rhythm, and pick fell into the sound hole, and I'm shaking it, I'm trying to get it out. All that, it can be a little overwhelming. So what I want to do with you right now, right this second, is just take a step back, relax a little bit about it, and work on some of our right-hand rhythm without getting too bogged down with memorizing these shapes with our hand right here, okay? I'm going to pick two different chords just to kind of give us a starting point, though. The first one is called E minor. And when we form a chord, we want to use the very tips of our fingers. Press down. So you've got these sections here called frets. I'm going 1, 2. So I'm going to the second fret here, and then 1, 2 strings down. I'm using the very tip of my index finger right there on that string. It's the A string, as in Eddie, 8, dynamite, goodbye, Eddie. So we've got that second fret of the A string right there. And then with my middle finger, I'm going to put that on the second fret, but on the next string down, the D string. Eddie, 8, dynamite. So the A and the D. 2 fingers down there. You want some space so we can hear all the strings ring out. Now, even if I just took like my thumb and I just strummed down on the strings, should give us kind of this sad sounding chord. But it's a very useful chord. Okay, so we're going to call this E minor. The other chord I'm going to show you is called A suspended 2. Sounds real fancy, but really it's this exact same shape scooted down another string. So instead of the second fret on the A and the D strings, now I'm playing the second fret on the D and the G strings. It's a favorite chord of Tenacious D. Oh, it's got that majestic sound, right? When you play them both together, you can see it's just the exact same shape. So we're trying to kind of eliminate having to make all these changes and stuff, but still be able to make music and focus on our rhythm playing, okay? So look, we've got this E minor. I take the shape and I scoot it down a string, and I strum that, and I get the A sus 2. Yeah. Got a pretty cool sound, and it's one shape, okay? Now, with the rhythm, which we want to focus on now, I do recommend you using a guitar pick. Now, in the beginning, especially if you're an ultra super beginner, and maybe this is only one of the first few handful of little videos you've searched out to work on your rhythm, what I recommend to you to do for those absolute beginners is try and use what would be called a light pick, or a pick that is kind of thin. So it's got a lot of flexibility and forgiveness when you strum down. If you start with a real heavy pick, it feels quite awkward. Now, I had a lot of fun using a super light, I think it's called extra light, an extra light pick on my guitar when I was first learning, because it was very forgiving, and I could just kind of strum the whole guitar and feel like I was playing music without getting too discouraged. If you get really comfortable with it, you're going to want to move up to like a medium pick, so you really have more control. I use a very heavy pick, but I didn't start that way. I got a little more comfortable and a little more comfortable, and the heavy pick is great for when you start playing single notes. for right now, use a light pick. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Without even worrying about those shapes yet, we just I want you to do that with me and all I'm doing is just a down strum across all the strings in a rhythmic pattern of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you do it? Good. I knew you could. Okay, now what we want to do, that was just, getting warmed up, getting the vibe. We're going to play that E minor chord, okay? And we're going to just do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if your hands get tired, then just take a little break. But we want to make music and start very simply and keep building up the skill levels. So with that E minor chord, if you're not hearing that chord ring out, form the chord with the very tips of your fingers. Try not to let your hand touch the other strings. And then you can even pick each note individually and hear which one's not ringing out. So if one's like buzzing or it's not really sounding good, then you can take a look and see which one that is and try and make the adjustments that you need to get it to ring out. Okay? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually switch chords to that other chord where you just scoot it over, but we want to keep that steady rhythm. So we'll do 8 strums on each chord. So watch, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Get ready to switch back to the first one. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and switch. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, strum. Okay, the next thing we want to do is I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Those strong beats, those down strums are the numbers. But now we want to work on an up strum, and we're going to say and. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4 with down strums, there's ands in between those beats. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's try that now with the E minor and then switch to the A sus2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you can always pause this video and then work on that a little bit more to get it a little more comfortable. Because then what we're going to do is we can just pick any number, really, to have those ands in there and to have no ands in there. So right now, let's do one of those ands after 3, but all the others are not going to be there. So it would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, next, we want to do an and after 3 and an and after 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Or down, 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 up, down, up. All right, now let's try an and after 2 and an and after 4. So it would be 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now I'm going to get into a little spicier rhythms. That was a good warm-up. Now I'm just going to say the downs and the ups, and I'm going to give you a few really useful strumming patterns to start working on. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 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 Let's try that just with that E minor chord. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 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 Down, up, down, up, down, up, switch. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, and back. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, get ready, switch. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, I'm going to give you one more, and then I recommend you seek out as many other lessons as you can. And if it's too hard for you when you check out a video lesson or any kind of lesson, take a step back and try and find an easier one. A lot of people get too discouraged because they're trying something too difficult when they're just not ready for it. You got to build those skills up. It's like you're not going to run a marathon without training first, and I'm not running any marathon, I promise you that. But you see what I mean. You'll get discouraged if you pick something too hard. For instance, I just taught this really complicated Hendrix song, and some of the comments were, can't you make this easier? Well, no, it's a more challenging song. Go back and find an easier song to learn first, okay? So here's the one that I like a lot. Guys like Jack Johnson use it. It goes like this. It starts like this. Down, up, down. Once again. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. Your turn. Down, up, down. I knew you could do it. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. Down, up, down. We're going to add to it now. down, up, down, down, up. 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 Down, up, down, down, up, up. Let's do that. Down, up, down, down, up, up. 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 Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up. So it adds up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, up, down, up.
Down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down.
With the E minor. Anyway, you get the idea. That last pattern can be used, it is used in a million songs, and you can pick any chords that you start to get that shape, those shapes memorized, and just work on that rhythm. So good luck with that. Hope that gave you a little something to work on. And hopefully I'll be seeing you in some other video lessons. And I just encourage you to really stick with it. The hardest part of learning guitar is that very beginning stage, that first little hump. Because once you can get a basic rhythm and you know like 5 chord shapes, that's really a lot, millions, gajillions even, of popular songs that you can enjoy playing and impress others, right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Marty Schwartz here, and we'll be talking to you real soon. I have a good feeling. All right, see you later.